team deathmatch. Let's go, ladies. We're on the clock. Time to go to work.
Concussion out. Want to get paid? Moving. Concussion out.
We're winning this fight.
On your feet. Shut up. Concussion out!
Game, man. I don't know, man. You can't quick scope nothing on her.
I've got you!
Bro, what the fuck that had to do with this thing? This is, you know, I fuck with this shit, though. I ain't gonna lie, because this feel like old Call of Duty. Y'all making it feel like how I was back in 2012. I ain't gonna count.
We've lost the advantage.
Damn.
Where did they go? What happened to this group of settlers? It's the that really keeps this legend alive.
Shoot her down.
Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound. Be advised, hostile UAV incoming.
Concussion out!
I ain't no fucking way to shit the corner.
Hostile escort drone inbound. Hostile UAV above.
Introducing Fruit Fusion by Bath and Body Works. Drivers are learning about a new that can help ease the impact of the Here is Julia. That's right, Sarah. American
Ah, bitch, still see me. Fuck out of here. Game out like it don't want to let me quick scope, but got them two off though.
Thanks, Julia. We'll be right back after this.
With America's favorite. Wanna get paid? Move it!
That was kind of smart.
Knock her down!
Timeline is in jeopardy. Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound.
Move it!
I forgot you could play boxing here. I truly did. I forgot completely about it. It's a good way to warm up too. I'm probably gonna do that real quick. I haven't played against the bots in a minute, man. gonna do what? 6 on 6. I don't want the difficulty hard. I just want to get my accuracy together. And working this. Oh, hold on. I could try this. Yeah, ballistic. That's the one I want. Oh, this one got everything unlocked on it. Okay, cool. So what I would do. Oh, that's where the zoom thing comes from. Okay. CV.
It's a spooky living sculpture that some people say is cursed. And according to folklore, you can hear.
Oh, look at that mother trucker right there, boy. That's my favorite gun. My favorite pistol. That's what I use on Black Ops 7.
The doll's eyes blinking on their own, which is just terrifying.
Residents of the island are the strange dolls that have given the place a ghoulish reputation. But who created this macabre spectacle? And why? Well, according to locals, the story began in the 1950s when the island was owned by a man named William Santana Barrera.
Okay, that's how those perks work. All right, bet. Hold up.
Came to live
Oh, never mind.
and according
No thing. Let's see what we can do.
to the stories, he came across a little girl floating in one of the canals. Baneta is devastated that he can't save the little girl and pulls her out of the water and buries her on the island.
Barrera felt eventually that he was seeing the ghost of this girl walking around his little.
I gotta dial in. Something is like, I gotta see why I can't quick scope the way I normally would be able to. Even though I know this is an older game and everything, but I want to see something. You can a little warm up game real quick.
You can think about what
This is how I used to warm up back in the day.
or a symbol that is used
I go into a bot lobby,
protect. All across the globe, you see these
put everything on recruits, and just go crazy to get my aim dialed in.
stones, and there are
Man, I don't even know.
people hanging in houses and cars. Sometimes people carry them on their physical person, and the act is done.
Team Deathmatch. You have on-scene command. He's taking the advantage.
Confirmed. I'm trying.
UAV awaiting orders.
He's gone.
Lightning strike on standby.
Changing. Got a threat.
It's not too bad, but I gotta get used to nines. Nines pretty quick. Might be a little too fast for me. Let's put 8.
Eyes on enemy.
But his body is found
EKIA.
where he found the little girl.
I'm trying.
Is there correlation? We don't know. But many people
That's a kill.
if you are out at night by yourself,
Threat neutralized.
remember That light on will.
Dropped him.
UAV on standby.
That's a kill. Kill confirmed.
This feels a lot better. It doesn't feel too bad.
There are many abandoned places around the globe. They've become tourist attractions, including a city that was once a thriving capital.
Coming up.
Lightning strike on standby.
Changing. I'm dry.
Girl, Denise, hold up.
He's done.
What's up? Everybody was talking about your dad's funeral. That service was beautiful, but I know it had to cost a fortune. Girl, what do you mean?
Dragonfire ready for launch.
They sent us $30,000 within 48 hours. $30,000? Stop playing.
Kill confirmed. He's gone.
I don't know what we would have done.
Changing.
It's a new initiative called Fairy Alliance that came out in 2026. No medical exam, no waiting for
He's done. That's a kill.
UAV awaiting orders.
He's gone.
She has nothing like this. Then girl, get on it. They're talking about those it's not going to be around forever. How do I sign up? Call them.
Transitioning.
Answer a few questions, and they'll tell you if you qualify. 5 minutes.
Lightning strike on standby.
Over the next day. The part we didn't use for the funeral, I appreciate it.
EKIA.
Dragonfire ready for launch.
Call 860-1255 now.
He's gone.
With available features like all-terrain tires, off-road
Dropped him.
and trail wash. Honda has all
Enemy patrol. That's a kill.
See, that was definitely a quick scope, but it seemed like that didn't go through though. Sometimes it don't register. So if I try to do the classic, and they don't have no dot on here too. That's what makes it really tough.
EKIA.
See,
He's gone.
let me try something real quick.
Enemy with weapons.
This was a city of 4,000 people, so it's not just a tiny little town.
Enemy down. That's a kill. Enemy combatant.
Friendly MQ-27
Oh, I don't want to do
Dragonfire
that.
deployed.
And then all around that, you have the husks of the colonies
Confirmed.
like that that are left there overgrown. When you
That's a kill. Man.
Can't quick scope for nothing. So hard.
there's a very famous essentially the whole
Look at that. I want to hear here.
Attack reload.
Okay. I think it's my timing is supposed off.
Enemy combatant.
Oh no, here.
Sniper's down. Move up.
Alright.
Churches are covered in very
Alright, let's try it out.
Objective parameters obtained.
The neighborhoods that we live in, nobody's in anymore, and they've turned into a forest.
To go to a place where such terror and trauma took place is a way to engage with those things without having to experience the actual terror and trauma ourselves. We are really intrigued by seeing the finality of a natural disaster in just the stillness.
In a lot of ways, places that are abandoned kind of have that memento mori aspect. So there's this element of coping with your own mortality, and seeing something like that, I think, gives you the opportunity to come to terms with it.
So what do you think? Would you like to visit the site of the Chernobyl disaster? Or take a boat ride to the Island of the Dolls? The truth is that abandoned places fascinate us. There's something that draws us to them, even when they might be dangerous, which is why we'll continue to explore these places in hopes of unlocking all of their secrets that for now remain unexplained. Man-eating lions that stalk human prey. Killer crocodiles that attack without warning. And great white sharks that are out for blood. Since the dawn of civilization, mankind has known that wild animals are dangerous if provoked. They might attack. But what about when a deadly predator kills people not just once, time and time again? Is it possible that some creatures hunt us down because they actually have a taste of human flesh? Well, that is what we're trying to find out. Salem, Kenya, March 1898. Thousands of workers had come to this remote patch of the African savanna to build a new railroad line for the British Empire. One night, as the men sleep, they're awakened by the sound of screaming. They quickly realize that a fearsome lion has crept into the camp and is attacking the man in his tent.
A big male lion entered the tent of the foreman, seized him by the head, dragged him out screaming and kicking into the bush where his remains were found the next day, and there was very little left of him. But his head was left almost completely intact, pierced on the sides by the lion's teeth, his eyes wide open and frozen in a look of horror and fear.
The savage killing foreman marked the beginning of a vicious murder spree, carried out by not one, but two vicious lions, who quickly earned the nickname Tsavo Man-Eaters.
The two man-eaters were particularly large. They were upwards of 9 feet in length. So we know that these two lions were both males, and they don't have the large, iconic manes that you would expect of most African lions. So these lions were smart. They were patient. They were able to effectively hunt their prey. And if you have the element of surprise, humans really can't do anything about it.
2,000 men camped along the rail lines, and that left men in tents there vulnerable to attacks by lions. The two male lions descended on railway crews and began systematically hunting, killing, and consuming railway workers on the edge of this camp. Of course, the crews became completely dispirited, and this sparked panic, this sparked desperation, this sparked mass desertion. It was headline news back in England at the time, where in Parliament, delays in the construction of the railway were discussed as being attributed to these problematic lions.
News of the savage attacks carried out by the Tsavo man-eaters made headlines around the world. And many began to wonder why these two lions were deliberately killing and eating so many people.
Incidents of man-eating on lions is very unusual. Lions typically eat zebra, wildebeest, buffalo, things that eat grass. They know their prey very well, but a man-eating lion must study the habits of humans and learn to adjust to them in order to be successful in their food acquisition.
We don't see lions attacking and hunting, trying to go after people most of the time. But these two lions in particular were sort of committed to the practice of man-eating. It's possible, but then we became a preferred food.
On December 9th, 1898, 9 months after the Reign of Terror began, the first Tsavo lion was shot and killed. 20 days later, the second lion had the same fate. But by then, the pair of man-eaters had already killed and eaten an astonishing 135 people.
There's no evidence that shows that the Tsavo man-eaters were starving. There was actually plentiful prey in the area. Wildebeest, zebra,
Yeah. Living water won't drown me. Oh. Yeah.
Humans. It is
Yeah.
a very unusual situation.
What the heck?
Tsavo man-eaters are perhaps the most infamous lions in history. Their seemingly insatiable desire to kill humans taps into our most primal fears. It is a reminder that our ancient ancestors lived in constant fear of being attacked by dangerous predators.
Early on, our ancestors were often preyed upon because we don't have giant claws and armor and things of that sort. We've got this big brain that can help us hopefully outthink and outcompete these predators. But given the right circumstances, we're very vulnerable.
We humans like to think that we're at the top of the food chain. But thousands and thousands of years ago, we were eaten alive by almost any and everything. And what is very interesting about that, scientists have actually shown infants images of snakes, images of spiders, and infants who've never seen these animals before will freak out. They'll show a fear response. They'll cry. That's an alarm call. That is innate. It's in our DNA.
More than 100 years after the attacks by the Tsavo man-eaters, the mystery of what made these two lions target people lingers in the public consciousness. So much so that their skulls are on display at the Field Museum of Natural History in Chicago, Illinois, where scientists continue to study them in search of clues as to why they became man-eaters. And according to the latest research, it appears the lion's murderous rampage may have, ironically, had something to do with their teeth.
The teeth of lions are used to crack bones and get the marrow that's inside them. And it's quite typical in lion dentitions to find missing or broken teeth associated with this heavy use. It's not typical, however, to find dental disease. Yet in the case of the Tsavo lion, we had a broken lower right canine whose pulp cavity was exposed about 1/3 of an inch across. That would have been excruciatingly painful. This is a cast of the skull of the first man-eater, and this is the broken lower right canine tooth that ultimately became diseased and infected. This lion would have been unable to administer the killing bite that lions use to take down large string of prey. So we think that the arrival of the railway workers at camp happened at exactly the right time for this individual lion, that as it had become incapable of taking down buffalo, it looked on people with a new eye and a new appetite.
Did a debilitating toothache turn the first Tsavo lion into a man-eater? Because humans are softer prey, easier to bite. It's a compelling theory, but scientists have verified that the other Tsavo lion's teeth were perfectly healthy. So why did it enjoy human killing?
One of the Tsavo lions had extreme dental issues. The second lion did not have those dental injuries. So why would this lion go towards humans? It's because it learned from the other lion that humans are an easy target.
Constantly, predators are learning from success, from failures. They're learning from others. They're learning how to take down prey. They're learning how to hunt. And so it's not surprising to see that the second man-eater started eating people as well. We probably were an easy meal.
We oftentimes will see an animal that has killed multiple humans and think, oh, wow, they're gunning for us. But we have to really remember and reframe it as these are animals that are doing just what they have to do to make it into the next week, the next year, just like we would. It's going to eat or be eaten.
The story of the Tsavo man-eating lions is proof positive that some animals enjoy having humans on the menu, so to speak. But there's another creature who reportedly killed over 100 people. That is even more unsettling. A fearsome predator roamed the French countryside and was known as the Beast of Gévaudan.
Ready, set, summer. With the Honda Summer Event. With available features like all-terrain tires, off-road tuned suspension, and trail watch. Honda has all you need to get summer ready as the most fuel-efficient full-line automaker in America. Visit your local Honda dealer today.
My name is Gloria. I'm from Springfield, Missouri. My husband and I have lived here for 28 years. I was confused because I didn't know what type of doctor to go to. I knew something was physically wrong, but I didn't know why. I was scared. I didn't know what to do, especially when they said it was rare. Deciding to take Ayvakit is the best decision I could have made with my doctor.
Speed Sport 1 has all the racing action to keep you on the edge of your seat. Brady Bell, look out, we got troubles on the start. We've got it started down. From Top Fuel to offshore, dirt tracks to asphalt. Your place for 24/7 motorsports, anytime. Candle split on both sides, way over by the wall. Speed Sport 1 is the always-on live motorsports channel. Watch free today.
I don't have delusions of grandeur. I have an actual recipe for grandeur.
I'm coming for you.
You don't want to be involved in it. You're way out of your depth.
I'll let you know who you are. Gévaudan, France, June 30th, 1764. On a warm summer morning in the Swarmy region of south-central France, 14-year-old Jean Boulet leaves home to tender flock of sheep. By sundown, she's dead. Murdered by a mysterious animal that reportedly mutilated her body, severed her head, and ripped out her heart.
Jean Boulet was the first documented casualty of a monster that many people believe was roaming around south-central France, beginning in the late spring of 1764. By the end of September, another 10 or so casualties, however, had appeared.
The Bête du Gévaudan, also known as the Beast of Gévaudan, was a mysterious wolf-like creature which mounted a murderous rampage over a 3-year span within the 18th century. The beast frequently attacked women and young children who had been assigned the task of herding sheep and cattle in remote mountainous meadows, and in many cases they were rather defenseless and vulnerable.
Between 1764 and 1767, the so-called Beast of Gévaudan terrorized the Marguerite mountain region of southern France. According to historical records, more than 100 people were brutally killed.
The Beast of the Gévaudan's ravages did incite panic among the people, and we know this largely from evidence from journalists and others who were commenting about the activities of the beast. By early 1765, newspapers all across France and indeed all across Europe and in America were reporting on the Beast of the Gévaudan, his exploits, the various hunts for the beast, the various mysteries surrounding it, which is why so many people were transfixed by this story.
There were many attempts to hunt down the beast. People in the Gévaudan region typically did not own guns, but there were posses formed, groups that would go out in the woods and literally beat the brush with pitchforks, sticks, knives, whatever types of weapons were available. However, the hunt for the beast really ramped up when King Louis XVI brought in a professional wolf.
Yep, got one of my freaking shin.
Killed over 100 wolves, but the killing season not.
According to multiple reports, the beast resembled a wolf, but was unlike any
That fast, Jesus Christ. Yeah, yeah. Living water won't drown me.
Beast of Gévaudan attacked and killed in nature that was very unlike a wolf. The nature of these attacks, the way that this thing is
All right.
disemboweled,
Fucking do it.
One of the reasons this becomes such a magnetic story is
Ooh, turbine. I ain't played in a minute.
strange stories about the beast's behavior, its appearance.
You're not even training the dog. They just hit him.
Huh?
They just hit the dog. They're not even training.
He hit the dog.
No, I'm saying they just hit the dog. They're not even training.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta train your dog, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even Seven trained.
Yeah.
He aggressive, but he trained at the same time.
They used descriptions of this creature that made it easy to believe that this could indeed be a werewolf.
one of France's most enduring and popular mysteries. There are museums, there are statues, there are songs, there are stories. This was like a real-life nightmare. To this day, the Beast of Gévaudan is celebrated in French culture, and it really has a profound effect on me.
descriptions of the beast were so terrifying that it's not surprising locals thought it was some kind of supernatural monster.
Loading up there. I know, right? It take it forever.
There were scientists at the time who proposed a different theory.
As many as people play this game, I be tripping when they be taking this Lord of Father match. I be like, hey, no way.
The hyena is this very mysterious creature that
Hold up, this like Kendrick Lamar drop something.
wrote about in the 1750s and 60s.
Let's go. Yeah, about time. I'm about to squabble out, man. Get up out of here.
It had a large head, it has a long muzzle lined with razor-sharp teeth, pointy ears.
New Kendrick Lamar album coming.
Shout out to Fantastic
New
Hip Hop.
Kendrick Lamar album is coming. And if you did not hear me, yes, really, the new Kendrick Lamar album is coming. We got all the information you need. And if you are ready to see the month this is going to drop, because we got a pretty good understanding of how it's all going to come, hope you remember this if you're ready to have some fun.
Man, what's up, man?
I put the video, and we are back. It feels good to say it, and I just have to say, let's go.
Man, what? Oh, I gotta get to 43. Damn.
The other night, listening to the new Future album.
Fantastic, you was in there too. I was in there too. You feel me? What night was you at? Well, I was at the third night. See, it'd be crazy.
You said what?
You in the same building, probably even.
He's in the front.
Ain't that nuts?
How you in the front? They should have had that side door.
You know, I be at these events. So, you know, if you're in that next look around, throw the sweet signal. You feel me? And while we're here, hey, you heard Fantastic say it. Make sure you do it for me too. Hit that like button, because you know that the like button is the only thing that's making these videos move or not move. It hits a certain amount of likes. So people ask me, how can I help your channel? You can buy merch, you can do this, that, and third. But if you just want to do the simplest thing, whenever you see a video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. Make sure you because if you stop eventually, YouTube is so cutthroat, they'll stop sending you notifications. So keep hitting that like button. Let's get back to it, man. Oh, and check out my Patreon. My new Patreon. I just dropped a reaction to Sign of the Prince going off on good music. Travis Scott, all of that. Go check that out.
Travis Scott got dissed again. God,
much more. You can watch that any.
It's lit.
It is.
Say it, and I just have to say, let's talk for a second. Before I went to
But this damn chair is annoying now.
listening to the new Future album and all of the other, I'm gonna say it, slop that has been going on in hip-hop discourse. The bar has never been lower in this thing from so many different corners. Everybody is so bad. The music and the level of conversation from the leading artists is so awful and embarrassing that I have to say, before I got to see Jay-Z live and just listening to that Future album, that's supposed to be one of the leaders of the genre, it's very clear that between that and the Ice Slop and all of the other things coming out, that it was getting sad to be a hip-hop fan. But where things got good and exciting, well...
Wait, hold on. I hope you weren't including the Jay-Z show in that. Sad to be... I hope you were not... Wait a minute, Fantastic. I know you did not see Jay at Yankee Stadium and classify him with the Futures and da-da-da, because we're going to have an issue if that's the case.
Team Deathmatch. You are cleared for contact.
Frag out! On your feet! Push it out! Grenade! Get out of there! Get off!
Hostile UAV above.
Get moving! Gun down, stand by.
Forward.
Got a threat.